Welcome! It is live and it is snowing. Ooh. Oh my goodness.
Winter came early to Sunderboy.
Hello everybody and a warm welcome to this SpeedAdmin Play launch webinar.
Herzlich willkommen zum Launch Webinar. Schön, dass ihr dabei seid. Ich bin Ellen, ich bin Sales Manager der Dachregion. Und ja,
varmt välkomna till alla våra skandinaviska tittare också. Jag heter Johan André och är Nordic Sales Manager här på SpeedAdmin.
And we're so glad that so many have joined us for this SpeedAdmin Play launch webinar. This is a huge milestone for us and we got an exciting agenda for the next 30-45 minutes. And it depends if we can get through all of the stuff here that's been blowing all over. Great. So, let's get started. First of all, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, 1 second. Almost there. Why have a launch? Well, first of all, you need to celebrate your victories. And we are at a milestone here with SpeedAdmin Play. This is a journey that's been going on for a long time. And we're not saying that this journey is over. Far from over. There will be lots of improvements and new stuff coming into SpeedAdmin Play. But the version 1, you can actually use it now. It's there and it's out there and it's actually living. And we think that deserves a celebration. We're also there where we can start including all of you. We can start talking about your migrations and so all of this. Later on, much more information about that.
Yeah.
But first of all, we should perhaps ask ourselves, why did we actually create SpeedAdmin Play? Why didn't we just stay with SpeedAdmin Legacy?
I think maybe we should ask one of those who has been from the beginning.
Yeah?
So, should we ask
Yeah,
Carsten maybe
idea.
who's been here
let's go ask Carsten.
from this
That's a
beginning.
great idea.
Yeah.
1 sec, let's just go fetch Carsten here. We got.
Yeah. Hi, I'm Carsten. I'm the CTO here at SpeedAdmin and also a co-founder together with Torben. So my primary focus is on developing SpeedAdmin Legacy and also SpeedAdmin Play. You might wonder, why did we even make SpeedAdmin Play? Well, to begin with, I had a lot of ideas, and together with Torben also a lot of ideas on what should be put into SpeedAdmin. But that has now evolved and we've just put on top again and again and again. And we have just come to a point where we need to start over and really just think of what do we want to have the core of SpeedAdmin. And that's what we built into SpeedAdmin Play. So we improved a lot of things that we have in Legacy, we improved that in Play. So for new customers, it's just a brand new car. And for Legacy customers, it is upgrading to a brand new car. So I hope that that's gonna be a blast. And just looking forward to see the response from all the customers that are going into Play.
Thank you so much, Carsten. Carsten, the CTO and co-founder of SpeedAdmin. I think he put a very good way of saying, well, it is the new car for everybody. No matter if you are a new customer or if you are a current customer, it's a huge upgrade, definitely. First, before we continue, just in the chat, you're welcome to write any questions during the webinar, but first of all, just write perhaps a little hello. Where are you joining us from? Are there anything specific that you want to get out of today's webinar? Or just really, yes, a hello.
Yeah.
That would be
Yeah.
great.
Say hi to us.
Yeah,
Like
and,
at a proper party. You need to meet everybody.
Yeah.
and hi to Cornwall, hi to Kent.
Great. And actually, SpeedAdmin Play is already out there. It's
It is,
living,
yeah.
it's working. So,
Yes, we actually started up here working in the springtime in Sweden. That was the first country going into Play. And we have 6 schools working in Play right now, actually. And there are 3 of them that is new customers starting right up in Play. And then we have 3 current customers that are migrating over to Play. And of those 6, we have Gothenburg. That was the absolutely first school getting over to Play here around summertime.
and we can see there's actually somebody from Gothenburg in the chat.
There is
Martin is
Martin.
there.
Hey Martin, hey Martin.
And
Kul
thank
att se
you.
dig. Thank you very much. They have helped us so much on this path to Play, to try all the things out. How will it work in reality, not just on the desktop, where you're creating the system, but they really tried it out in the real life of a country school. So we're so grateful for all their work that they have helped us with during this past month, and we have a lot of work still to do, but we're so grateful for their effort in this. So big thank you to Gothenburg, and also the other 5 customers that have helped us in Sweden, of course. You are all very good for us. So thank you very much.
I think you all owe a huge thanks to Göteborg when you are moving into SpeedAdmin Play.
Exactly.
A lot of it is thanks to them. So send them a little box of chocolate or
Yes.
some just a friendly thought. They are really a cornerstone in the success of SpeedAdmin Play, and it will have really made the path for the rest of us.
Exactly. And then we also have 2 schools in Norway getting over. We have Lurøy, that's been running on Play now for a few months, and we have Lærdal that is going in right now, actually. So even in Norway we have some schools getting over. And what's the situation in Germany and Switzerland?
Also in the German-speaking team, we are really happy to support 4 brave schools that are literally implementing Play as we speak and preparing to go live in the very beginning of the next year. All German-speaking staff at SpeedAdmin are involved in this process, and we're working full speed to translate and to define and develop country-specific functionalities tailored to the needs of the Swiss and German schools. And it's really exciting at the moment, and we're so grateful for the positive collaboration with our future super users who are navigating some bumps along the way. And I also really want to thank our dedicated legacy super users who have stepped up to support this process and who are ready to be first movers when it comes to migrating legacy users later on. So we are doing our best to ensure that we are all playing in the same key and that we keep up the beats while we practice. So it's a real joy to play with you.
And then there's actually a little thing here from the chat, because a good thing when doing something like this is that you have humor. And Torsten have written,
Yes, Torsten, Weiden is the school with the most humor, and I can really agree with that. It's great fun to work with you, Torsten.
thank you so much, Torsten. I think that's really amazing. And I have to admit, it's not always that we Danes see Germans as the most fun people, but I think it's actually the prize has already gone to now
We just
to
don't
Weiden.
know them enough.
We don't know them good enough. Exactly, I think you're right. Moving on next, we have also gone across the ocean to UK and started with SpeedAdmin Play there.
Yeah.
The first school, Dartford Music School, was a current legacy school that migrated over the summer. The very first one, they also took, like Göteborg, some of the many hits and have really been a great partner in working with us. There are definitely things there that we're still working with them to get perfect, but we're well on the way, and I think we're so close to having a very good success there, and they've been really great working with. And then we started implementing SpeedAdmin Play in 3 new 2 music schools, and then a music service, Camden Music Service as well. So, and this is also really great partnerships. People really like it when they start as a new customer. They think it's very intuitive, easy to start with. When moving from Legacy and this SpeedAdmin Play, there are a lot of things that they really like. The whole view and the understanding of it is also quite intuitive. So the feedback there is really great. We're not saying that there haven't been any bumps on the road, but there is still. But these guys, all of these people here on the list are really important for the success of SpeedAdmin Play, and these are the people that we are 100% prioritizing right now to make sure that we nail it for the next period of time for these 16 schools.
Yes,
Definitely.
Let's just have a little greeting from some of these great schools. So first of all,
hello, I'm Ed Scolding. I'm co-founder and CEO of Greenwich Music School. We have a reputation for innovation, and so I'm really excited that we're one of the first users of SpeedAdmin Play in the UK. We can already see the value that it's going to be creating for our community of parents and the schools we work with, and certainly our office team, and most importantly, to create an extraordinary experience for students.
Hi, my name's Gareth Gay. I'm the Head of Service at Camden Music in London. We're absolutely delighted to be using SpeedAdmin Play and can't wait to see how it's going to help us towards our vision of helping every young person in the borough to experience, enjoy and learn music.
Hallo liebes Team von SpeedAdmin und herzlichen Glückwunsch zum Launch von SpeedAdmin Play. Mein Name ist Thorsten, ich bin Leiter der Franz-Grote Musikschule Weiden und wir sind gerade dabei, die Software zu implementieren und zum neuen Jahr wollen wir mit euch richtig durchstarten. Grüße gehen raus an Ellen und Weika, macht sehr viel Spaß mit euch. Bis jetzt.
great stuff. Thank you guys for all the greetings there. There's no doubt that having all of you, we can't say it enough, we really appreciate that. Working with all of you and the partnership that is. So, but what is it that people have gone live into? What is this SpeedAdmin Play version 1?
can you show us, please?
We've done a little bit. We have a little bit of collections here.
Good.
Let's just throw in. So first of all, we got the start page here. Look at that sleek design, so nice. And the task handling, how every task is collected in one place. Look at that timetable. That is nice. Wow.
Looks good.
And then brand new attendance. Very easy to see when there's not any attendance done. Booking overview. Easy to see what's available. And the waiting list. We can write comments. You can assign to teachers. Smooth to handle waiting list. Publish pipeline, where you can decide what goes out to the registration form. And of course, the amazing new registration form with direct booking as well as waiting list, the complete hybrid. Oh, and this favorite page of mine, teacher and parents access. And a profile card, you might recognize a little bit of it, but a complete upgrade where so you get much more overview in that the profile cards of both students and parents and everything. So this is, you say, that's SpeedAdmin Play. And you say, well, could you give us a little bit of an overview? Yeah, a little bit. First of all, we divide into some key areas. So user management wise, and here we ticked off, these are all the things that are now in SpeedAdmin Play, the first version here, because this is also something that is important for us to explain today, what's there and what is soon to come. Of course, you have all the user profiles. Teachers have their cards and have access. Student and parents have their cards and have access, and admin and users. All of that is in there. The whole planning and scheduling. Oh, that went a little bit too fast. Sorry. Planning and scheduling, where I set the timetable. That is a key element in SpeedAdmin Play. You can handle almost everything from the timetable. And if it's in the timetable, it gives you so many things. Hour overview, attendance, so many things. The timetable have always been a key thing in SpeedAdmin Legacy as well, but the new one, so much more flexible. So I think that's also one of the pillars that we're really proud of in this upgrade, or a new version. Course lessons, of course, timetabling, lessons, ensembles, your ad hoc bookings, everything like that. And you saw quickly the waiting list, which is also really nice. You can quickly assign to teachers so they can start students out, or you can do comments on it. You can really handle the waiting list very easy. Registration page, also one of the key really new things that can really move how you think and work with your music service as a business and get even more students involved. Attendance, easy to track what haven't been done and fixing things where people didn't always like the overview in the old one. So much nicer now. And the room overview and the published pipeline, yeah, you saw the screenshots. One thing that we're missing in this part is the school provision. That's something that we will be diving in the spring, and more about that also with the focus group meetings later on. The resource handling, schools are in there. Inventory, that means your instruments and everything, rooms and availability, all of that is in there, and it's actually really straightforward to get a nice overview of it. And it's very easy to see on a booking. The whole graphic ways that our UX designers have worked with getting easier or to quickly view what's available or what is in a specific booking, that is really groundbreaking and so smooth and really make it simple and easy to work with. And of course, the simple hour calculation, one of the next big steps is the salary calculation for these specific countries. How would that be? And that's something that we're working with in the spring as well. Of course, big thing that we need to nail completely for all of you. Finance accounting, it's all there. You can create charges, you can create payments and discounts. I really like that. That's become much more flexible now.
That's true.
And super easy to set up as well. So much nicer. The whole finance reporting and also with this recurring card payments, that's specifically for UK customers. That's something that will be coming in the spring as well. That's not there yet. Communication. You can do email and text messages just exactly like you can today from Legacy. We actually just borrowed the old way until the groundbreaking message center will come sometime. I'm not going to say when.
No, but you can look forward to that.
Yeah,
that is going to be
great.
Yeah.
And really change the way that you work and communicate with both teachers, but especially parents and students. Yeah. And then, of course, the whole new study planner and the play, or the play universe, it's also called. The notifications, how you can make sure that actually automatically goes out, different things, especially in the new mobile app that, of course, have push notifications, also just around the corner. And then assessments, again, a little bit of an English thing, but we have seen also a lot of Scandinavian, I think also some Germans or Swiss that have used this functionality.
Yes.
So we're rethinking a little bit, making it more flexible, so it actually works well in the other countries. And finally, we've got lists and statistics. This is also an area you can now do lists like you can or could in SpeedAdmin Legacy. But one of the things that we want to really rethink how you can use this in a better way. Of course, for your statistics, for the national statistics that you need to send in, but also create some really nice business intelligence dashboards that gives you that quick overview, both as a leader or an admin person. Yeah. So this is also something we're really looking forward to working on with. That's some of the next milestones down the road. And the whole API integrations will also soon be there. So that's SpeedAdmin Play.
Yeah.
Now you all know it.
There's definitely enough to explore, but Thomas, I think you got a little bit easy around it.
Really?
Yeah, so if you want to deep dive into the functions, we will do some full demo webinars of all functions and processes in Play. And of course, these go-throughs will be specific for every country. So the first round is already in January, and you can already now sign up in the system under support events. And for those of you who don't have an access to SpeedAdmin yet, you can go to our website and book a demo there.
Yeah. Okay, contact us. Yeah.
Contact.
Yeah, and we'll reach out. And this will, of course, be in your... Now I'm just using the English one. Sorry about that. Yes, but... Great. So I guess I did come by a little bit quick, but we could be talking about SpeedAdmin Play for hours. Today we kind of want to give that quick overview. Where are we and what's next? So there in January, really looking forward to having that time to dive even more into it with all of you. Yeah. And then, what else is next, Johan?
What's next? Well, besides working with these 16 schools that we're already working with, we're gonna prep for the first movers in the first quarter in next year. So we have maybe a couple of schools in every country going over to Play during springtime, something like that. And then we will start preparing for the next big move around summertime. So we have a lot of new customers in Play about maybe around summertime, August, something like that. So we'll see how many it is and who you are. We will reach out and contact you, what schools we are working with, so you know which one you are. And after the bigger launch there in August, we will get on to the next wave with even more schools getting over to Play. So that would be maybe around late 2025, something like that.
So I can hear there's still a little bit of a warm-up here in the spring, and then I can hear more confettis and celebrations when we get to summer as well.
Yes, so just contact us if you're interested in knowing where in this period of time you may be, of course.
Absolutely. And we actually have, because it's of course, this is also the whole support team that will be in charge of this and helping you if you're a current customer, as well as if you're a potential one. You'll be good hands getting in and getting a good implementation with some of our consultants, which all new customers will start directly in Play during this period. Nobody starts at Legacy anymore. And we actually have a little greeting from Torben.
Yes.
Oh, one sec. Almost there. There's a lot of technical.
Hi, my name is Torben Rasmussen. I'm COO and co-founder of SpeedAdmin. Today is a milestone as we are launching our new platform, SpeedAdmin Play. We have had 16 brave pilots that has been working close to us in implementing and proof of concept of our new platform. And when we are finished implementing those 16 schools, we have been through the whole circle of life of a culture school's lifespan, and based on that experience, we will start migration of the rest of our legacy customers. We will secure that there are a good combination of video guides, workshops, and of course also help from our dedicated support team. So we are really looking forward to help you and migrate you so we can bring you into the next level of administration and education for culture schools students. Thank you.
And there's no doubt they're working hard in the support right now. They're also warming up, getting ready for the first waves. We do fully understand if there's a little concern about how is this going to go, how it's going to move forward and so on when we have time to move. But I will say, after all the workshops we've had and also working with some of the migrations, my experience is the more we work with it, the less I'm worried. It seems really a seamless procedure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I feel the same.
Yeah.
Me too, absolutely.
So chill, take it easy. It's not that bad. It's not going to hurt, especially for you. And that's also why we're doing this warm-up, to make sure that it's not going to hurt for you when moving over. And also, I think our development have done a lot of work actually making it seamless to move over.
Yes.
Talking about development, a little greeting as well, actually a very important greeting from Casper, our archery project manager and our product owner of SpeedAdmin Play. Here we go.
Hi everyone, I'm Casper. I'm the team leader and the product owner here at SpeedAdmin. And as you already heard, over the past several months, we have been focusing on transitioning the system from an older version to a new one, following a strict and prioritized development plan. And during this phase, we concentrated on implementing the core features, which are now ready for launch. But also at the same time, it has been a balance between developing new features and stabilizing the system and handling bugs. And this plan was carefully aligned to deliver the most critical functionalities first and to make sure that the system we are launching today also works as intended, although we still know that a lot of features hasn't been implemented yet. As the product owner in the development team, my attention is now shifting to the next phase, where we will collaborate with the 16 customers currently using the system, and the goal is to identify what is most important for them now and how can we further optimize the system to provide even greater value. Their feedback will guide the next step in our development plan, and we will continue to prioritize the features and improvements that will have the greatest impact for the users using SpeedAdmin Play right now. And this collaboration with our customers will be crucial in defining the next phase of the project and ensuring that we are creating a solution that aligns with their needs and contribute to their success.
Thank you, Casper. And I think he summed it up really well.
Yeah, he did.
So, yeah, nothing adding on. I think also just saying that with Casper is a very important person for the whole process here in SpeedAdmin Play. So it's a good thing that you got to meet him. He'll probably also join us for some of the many webinars that will be here in the spring or and also over the summer. Now, before we move on, feel free now to actually, if you have any questions, put it into into the chat right now, and we will try to follow up as good as possible. We can say already now, if it's something that's very specific to a functionality, we will not answer too much right now because we would rather have time to do that on the webinars that we're doing here in August, the full demos. There you can ask more specifically, how would that work? How would that work? And we'll have time to dive into those parts. But there are a question already that we could answer. Are there any plans for instrument barcoding? And just to get everybody up to speed, this is if you have an instrument and you want to have like a QR or a barcode on the instrument or the instrument case. So quickly you branch beep, and then you know what instrument it is and what's the state of it. Yes, that is something that we're thinking into the mobile app. Again, we can't tell you precisely when that will be, but in the new SpeedAdmin mobile app, this is something that we will incorporate. So imagine that you have an instrument or a case, you take your telephone in the app, it will use the camera from your telephone, so you beep, oh, it's instrument ukulele 567, that's hired out to Johan. So, oh, Johan, you forgot your ukulele, here you go.
Thanks.
And you can say, oh, you don't want it anymore, you rather want it, right? I'm going to return it on the app, and then I'll find a new one.
Yeah.
It's actually that is the idea. Yeah.
That's very, very good.
Yeah. Great. So that will be in there. Still, feel free to write in if there's any questions there in the chat. We can also say that in the spring, we'll be doing a lot of webinars. We will do 1 month where we do a functional webinar. This is where we dive into, of course, we do these demos, giving you the full overview. But then our support will do in January, also diving into one feature, like timetabling, really getting all the elements of really, so you know all of the timetabling. That'll be one webinar. Then they'll do one later on with the registration form, one with the finance, and so on. So they'll do monthly or bi-monthly probably in the beginning here, webinars about that. And then other bi-monthly webinars will be focus group webinars, where we will invite you in to give us feedback, either on some things that are quite early, where we need more information about how should we actually create this functionality, or it might be very late in this. We're working with this double diamond, very late in double diamond, where we just need the last bits and pieces to make sure that it's proofread by all of you. So that's going to be in the spring. So we will be inviting you in a lot, and there'll also be some workshops.
There will be some workshops. We're planning for some workshops how to migrate into Play. We haven't said the dates yet, but probably one in Sweden around March or something like that, March, April, and then one after summer as well. So look at the website to see, in SpeedAdmin to see what dates that will be if you're going to migrate into Play. Yeah, and I think they will all be booked in by before we go on Christmas break. They'll all be in SpeedAdmin Play, at least for the spring. So you can see both what webinars are there and also the workshops, which will be on site. Yes. And these will also, you're going to be doing some in Switzerland as well?
Yes, I will definitely. Yeah. Always looking forward to go to Switzerland. And we will also do some in Germany. Yes. But more about that later.
And in Norway, of course. Also. Yeah.
Then there's a good question here. Well, that's actually a couple. First of all, after the migration, how long has it taken for teachers and students to adapt to the new system? I think it might be a little bit difficult to answer. I don't know, from your board, you have some insights because those are the ones using the longest time.
Yeah, since August. So yeah, it's hard for us to say how long it takes to adapt it. But I think when we've done some education, it's been really, really quick to see how the teachers adapt and learn how to use the schedule function, stuff like that. So I think it's very, very quick, and it's very good.
And I think for the teachers there, it's just really simple to use. As you can see, just I want to go to attendance, I want to go to my scheduling,
Yeah.
Everything works very seamless.
Yeah.
And how you edit things in the new play schedule as well is so much easier than it's in Legacy actually. How you can move around students between groups and lessons, and how you can edit the time of the lesson or the length of the lesson and things like that. Rooms connected to the lesson. It's very much easier in play to use. So
Yeah, and there's even more on the way for the schedule, so that we can look forward to.
exactly.
So the simple view there, I think that's one of the key things also for SpeedAdmin Play. Oh, and somebody's falling in the middle here. Great. So right now we need more warm up before we know exactly how to nail it with the teachers there.
Yeah.
But I think we're well on the way.
But also in general for the migrations, I guess we will also be faster and faster the more we have done it, because it is a test with the first schools that migrate.
Yeah, absolutely. And from a Danish tuner saying that the webinar would be more useful if you can actually try, or the functional, if you can try things out yourself. That will absolutely be a possibility also at
That's
the
good, yeah.
workshops.
Yeah.
Because you can also get a sandbox environment where you have a copy of your database and you actually try the whole migration process if you want to. So you can actually, what are you going into before doing the final things? And that will be an opportunity to do at these workshops as well. Even though you're not going live right after, you could do it in a sandbox and then you know what you're going into.
Good.
Yeah. We also, when will the, oh yes, a question that we also often get, when will the old version stop being functional? Well, SpeedAdmin Legacy have gone into the maintenance mode, but that doesn't mean it doesn't work. It has all the features and we're going to do bug fixes and make sure it runs stable. When it's going to stop, we don't know yet. That depends how it's going to go with all these migrations. We're not going to force anybody to hurry or have to move into a play before they're ready. So if this is going to take 1 year, 2, or even 3 years, we actually don't know.
No.
And right
Let's
now,
wait and see.
yeah, and we're quite okay with that because we think people that have started the process and also are on the way to it are quite eager. So I think it's just a question of getting all of this planned. Then there was a question here from Sutton. What are your plans for school provision under play? And there I can say that that's something that we will, of course, school provision is something that is a functionality that all UK services use. In Scandinavia, Switzerland, it's what we call that you have a cooperation with schools or preschools, kindergartens, old homes, anything like that.
Yeah.
Anybody's out that not necessarily is a student that comes to your school, but where you go out and work with them. And with the school provision, a lot of the functionalities that are already in legacy in UK customers, that we're bringing over to SpeedAdmin Play, but we're also rethinking, again, like assessments, we're shaking it up a little bit so it works well for Scandinavian schools and also becomes more flexible for the UK schools that are already using it. So that is the overall idea. But then I can also say, especially one of the things that I really like is when schools get access, or if it's it might also be a choir or a band, a corps in Norway. These, when they get access, it's very streamlined. It's super nice and easy. Like the teachers, like the parents and students. This nice streamlined overview where they can quickly see the things that are important for them. More about the school provision, I think, and we'll note, Sutton, that you might be interested in joining in one of the focus group meetings for that. Will there be made teaching videos by SpeedAdmin in how to use the app for parents and students? That's a very good point.
Yes, and I think we will actually do that because we have many videos coming up on different subjects, and this will absolutely be one of them. So, yeah, the answer is
And I'm
yes.
just going to grab this one.
Yeah?
Sorry,
Okay.
Not that I want to take away the celebration.
Oh my
but
God, yeah. Now we're going to do a lot of teaching videos on different subjects, so
Yeah.
absolutely.
And it is a good point that seeing it from the parents' perspective, how can we easily make that possible? But I think with the app, it's also very easy to use.
Yes,
and
it
something that's a key for parents and students. And when do we expect all schools to be migrated? We're not sure.
Yeah.
Let's see what happens. But this is really where that whole next journey starts. The slow warm up now with the first movers that are already in and then ready for the big wave when the summer comes.
Yeah, looking forward to that.
Yes.
Get ready for the big wave. Surfing, SpeedAdmin Play. Great. thank you so much for your question. If there are still some questions out there, feel free to write it in. Make sure you attend the webinars upcoming, and we just want to give you a huge thank for actually so many participating today. We really appreciate this. We hope it's been valuable, and that you got some good insight on both what is SpeedAdmin Play and what's next and so on. It's important for us that this is a huge milestone.
Yes.
And we know that some is also, well, you're not fully done, why then celebrate it? Well, because we're actually now, it is being used.
Yes.
It is out there and it really looks good. And yes, there are small bits and pieces we need to fix, but it's really not that much. It's really nice.
Yes.
So look forward to it coming out, and we can say we already did a little bit of celebration yesterday.
We did.
We couldn't wait. So with the video from there, thank you all so much for attending. We really look forward to inviting you all to join this journey that we're on right now. And yeah, just thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Tack så mycket.